All right, guys, it is time to cut clutch number 7 of the year. I don't know if you're following along, but we actually skipped number 6 because number 6 went completely bad in the incubator within 2 weeks. So we're going from clutch 5 to clutch 7. This was Ultraman, who is our OD Leopard Firefly Ultramel het pied male, and he was bred to a double het Ultramel albino. I was just trying to make some extra Ultramels here, hopefully have a few genes of the dad. Unfortunately, with this clutch, we also had a little bit of bad luck, as you can see here. She laid 7 eggs. One of them went bad right away. And this guy here, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be garbage. So what I'm going to do is transfer these out of here. I'm just going to cut them in this other egg box because it's going to be messy. You know what? This water's actually gross in here. So what I'll do is I'll cut them in this egg box, and then I'll transfer them into a clean egg box with a clean tray for the eggs that are good, so there's no mold. This is also the first clutch where, I don't know if you can see here, it's just completely water in the bottom. I didn't use substrate, which worked perfectly fine. Now the only downside with that is once they hatch, or once you have them start to pip, is you don't want a bunch of water in there for them to get trapped and drowned, on the sides or underneath. So I'm going to put just a tiny bit of water over in this one, and then I'm going to cut the eggs in here, put them in a fresh tray over here with just a tiny bit of water so that we're not having any issues with anybody getting stuck underneath the hatch tray if they hatch. So let me do that. I'm going to fill this up with a little bit of water, and then we'll start cutting. All right, so I'm just going to cut right in this box because it's going to get cleaned out right now anyways. As you can see, these are dimpled pretty well, so hopefully there's some good eggs in here. All we're looking for is a visual Ultramel. Roughly half of them should be visual Ultramels. And, there's a good chance that some of them will be het pied. They'll all be pos het pied. Maybe we'll get some good pied markers out of this clutch, which makes it a little easier for us to see. But we'll see here. I'm just looking for Ultramels though, because the amount of actual visual Ultramels I have is kind of lacking, and it's a project I definitely like, especially with how cool the dad looks. And we did hit one here, so that's good. Looks like it could possibly be a pastel or an orange dream. It's definitely lighter than a normal Ultramel. It's a pretty snake, maybe a firefly. But awesome, so good. The mom proved out to be double het, which is awesome. And this snake is really pretty, so I can't wait to see it come out. It's definitely not, the all-gene animal, because I know what the dad looked like, and it does not look like dad. But it's definitely a purple and yellow snake, so that's good. What I need out of this clutch is females, because I obviously have the male already, and female Ultramels with a few genes are kind of a little more difficult to come by. So, looking for multi-gene Ultramel females so that I have some holdbacks. Right now I have one that I produced 2 years ago that I kept back that's ready to breed at this point. And I have like a plain Ultramel female, and I have a pied het Ultramel female, but I only have 2 visual Ultramels, and one of them is just a plain. So this one is let's see, I would say it's probably a pastel leopard. So that would be a pastel leopard. I think that's all it is. And that would be 100% het Ultramel and pos het pied and albino. I know most people aren't breeding albino at this point, so, on purpose anyways, but that's what all these will all be pos het albino and pos het pied as well. So no visual Ultramel there, which again is okay. I only expected to hit half of them. Hopefully 3 out of these 5 are actually Ultramel, and hopefully we get some extra genes in there as well with the mom, or with the female, so that they're good holdbacks for me. That way I can work it in other projects. And if it turns out to be het pied, then it's kind of the jackpot. And we hit another Ultramel here. This one pattern looks a little wackier. I don't know. Let me see here. Maybe this is a leopard Ultramel. It's very, very orange. So maybe it's an OD as well. It's a pretty snake. It has a little bit of a different look than the first one. But, so good. We hit 2. That's good. Hopefully one of them is a female, because they both look like they're not normals. But this second one definitely looks like it's probably leopard compared to what that first one was. So let's keep our fingers crossed that we keep hitting the good luck. I've been hitting good odds in a lot of the clutches that I've had this year so far, and I hope it continues for me. Don't want to jinx myself. But I've had a pretty good year with odds so far, and I haven't even gone through half my clutches yet. So, another one, 3 Ultramels, and this one looks crazy. This pattern, the colors on this are awesome. It almost looks like it's a banana, like an orange dream banana, but the colors on this snake are awesome. I'm wondering if this might be close to the old gene animal. Dang, that's bright. It's a lot more orange than the other one, so maybe I'm thinking this one is the orange dream leopard. It's a beautiful snake. Wow. All right. Fingers crossed. Maybe we can get one more. Get 4, which gives me better odds of getting females. I'm happy at this point, though, because the odds of me getting a female here are good. I'm getting better odds of maybe one of them being het pied. If I can hit a female Ultramel het pied here with 1 or 2 genes, then that is all I want. That works into my Ultra Pied project very well. Alrighty, this is not an Ultramel, so we hit 3, so we got better odds than half. Let's see, this one, it's probably maybe just a pastel or a fire. You can't really see in there. I would say maybe a fire. So it'd be a fire or pastel. 100% het Ultramel, pos het pied, and albino. But I would think on this one, especially on the normal ones, the het pied markers are probably going to be pretty easy to see. And now we're going to cut this one. Typically when I have a bad egg, they start to smell like really bad. So I don't know if this is a bad egg or not. I'm assuming it is because of how moldy it got, but usually they get like disgustingly stinky and just disgusting. I don't know how else to say it. This one does not smell at all. So maybe it gives me a little bit of hope that there's something in there, but you definitely want a glove because you don't want the mold on you because it stinks. Oh yeah, it's hard. It's a solid egg. So I'm not even going to cut it because I don't want the stank all over my room. But it's weird because they usually stink almost immediately upon going bad. But this one just kind of cooked in the incubator after the course of 2 months. So I'm just going to throw this thing right in the garbage. All right, stinky egg is away. I'm very happy with what came out of this clutch. We hit 3 visual Ultramels. There's a few genes probably in each of them. This one here kind of being the showstopper. It's purple and orange basically. These two have the more typical Ultramel color to them. It's like a deeper purple, like almost kind of look like lavender albinos really. But this one's awesome, so I'm hoping this one's a female. Even if it doesn't turn out to be het pied, I'm okay with it because it's a really cool looking snake. And then we have the 2 ones that are just het Ultramel. And they're all pos het pied and pos het albino as well. So we'll see them pop out in a couple days. And we're really excited to see what we have here. But cool, 2 eggs went bad. We only ended up with 5 eggs, but 3 of them are visual Ultramels, so I'm happy with that. They're really the only visual Ultramels that I'll be hitting at least in the first part of this year. Maybe later in the year I'll have a few, but hopefully I hit good odds with females here, because they'll be holdbacks for me. If there are any males, they'll probably be up for sale, and the 2 ones that are not visual Ultramels will probably be up for sale as well. So cool, awesome way to start the week. I have another clutch of 10 eggs that I should be cutting here in a day or 2, so that'll be another follow-up video that I'm excited about as well. So thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.